Hey everyone, and welcome to Sasquatch Theory. In this video I will be camping in the Mark Twain National Forest. The Mark Twain National Forest is about 1.5 million acres, and it is surrounded by a ton of woods. Throughout the years, there have been many Bigfoot sightings reported from the area. Many people claim the Ozarks and the waterways are haunted by evil spirits and unknown creatures. The Native Americans warned the settlers about this phenomenon, and I believe it is a secret that is withheld from the people. The area I am camping in is called the Berryman Trail Campground, and there have been many reports that have come out of this area. I have found the Sasquatch in areas close to Berryman, near the Merrimack River, and Hoozall Creek. I believe in the wintertime the Sasquatch will go into more remote areas to avoid people. If you have had a Bigfoot experience or encounter in Missouri, I would like to hear about them. My goal is to find an active research area with ongoing activity, and I believe it will be the best way to collect data and possibly get one on film. If you believe in Bigfoot and you would like to help out Sasquatch Theory, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and watch the whole video. Alright guys, with all that being said, let's dive into our next Bigfoot research video from the Mark Twain National Forest in Missouri. All right, we're out here in the Mark Twain National Forest, and we will be doing some winter camping. Adam and myself came out here last weekend, and this place looked pretty promising. I'm pretty far back here, a few miles back into the Mark Twain National Forest, and this area is pretty deep out in the woods, but I feel like there's possibly some cryptid creatures out here, and there's no way to find out unless you spend some time out here in the area. So we'll see what happens. I have the winter tent with the stove and all kinds of accessories and gear, so we got a lot of work to do, and let's get to it. Joey, get out. Down. The Mark Twain National Forest is an extremely spooky area, especially at nighttime. God knows what roams these woods, and it's always in the back of my mind that I might run into a Sasquatch or even a dog man. What scares me the most is the paranormal activity, and you never know what to expect. I've never put up this tent before. I've never used it before, so I'm not really sure how this all works, but we'll get it lined out. When you're camping in the wintertime, it's best to be prepared, and you never know if you will get lost. There were 2 Bigfoot researchers in Oregon or Washington that went missing, and their bodies were later recovered. All right, we are about done. Very cool. I didn't think I'd be able to do that. I'm not worthless. Very cool. Yeah, he's having the time of his life, running around, tearing things up. This looks like an excellent area because it's in the middle of the Mark Twain National Forest, but we're up on a ridge and we can see every valley around us 360 degrees, so if something comes in we should be able to see it, especially with the thermal device. And it's kind of an open area right here around the camp, so we should be able to throw the drone up into the air and get a good aerial of what's going on around us. Yeah, he's being a little terrorist, but he's going to be a cool companion to have out here because I don't want to be alone. It's kind of boring. He's having the time of his life, running around, playing in the snow. And yeah, the other day a critter came up around my place, which where I live, it's surrounded by forest, and you could hear something walking. It was pretty loud. It sounded like a big animal. I didn't hear it, but Yowie was staring. And I was like, what the heck is that? Then I heard it. Then he kind of ran around behind me and was sticking his head out behind my leg, and he goes, "Arr." He started growling. So I was like, oh yeah, he's gonna be a good guard dog. He's a cattle dog, an Australian Shepherd, so I'm pretty excited about that. All right, I think we are about done. Just about. Are you wanting to help, buddy? You can help by staying out of my way. Just kidding. Thank you, buddy, for your companionship. No, get out of the way. You're having a good time, aren't you? Yeah. I decided to buy an Australian Shepherd as a longtime companion and to help me out with the research. Dogs have been known to pick up on Sasquatch activity well before humans, and they are able to detect things on another level. And I believe the Sasquatch have the same ability, so this dog will be an excellent asset in helping out with the research. Come on, Aaron. This will be my first time ever using a winter tent with a wood stove inside of it, and it's really nice to be able to camp during the winter time whenever the temperature goes below freezing. Like I said in the intro, I believe the Sasquatch will migrate to deeper forests during the winter time to avoid leaving tracks and being seen by people. This is not just a theory of mine, but during the winter time I traveled down to visit a guest who lived in the Mark Twain National Forest, and he was having activity during the winter time in February on his property, and it was surrounded by Mark Twain National Forest, and the Sasquatch came up to his house. So I know that these creatures are in deep areas during the winter time. You like the bed? You like the cot? My brother got me that cot for Christmas. It's pretty cool. It'll be my first time using it. You're just going to poke holes in everything, aren't you? He wants to help. You helping, buddy? Just don't tear anything up. Okay? But you're not going to listen because you're a puppy. Down. No, don't poke holes in my stuff. You keep poking holes in everything. I don't like that. I forgot the doggy bed too, so that's not good. Here we go. We can use this as a bed for you, buddy. Definitely like how I can stand up inside the tent, and if something comes around the tent, I got these windows and I should be able to see it. It's taken forever to set up camp, but we're getting there, guys. This is my first time using this tent. My buddy let me use it, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I got everything set up properly, but we'll see. Trial and error, right? Get out of the way, buddy. Alright, I finally got everything set up. It took forever, especially to get that fire going. I don't have dry wood. I've been using fresh cut wood, and it seems like it took forever to get that stove started. But I have heard some strange noises while at camp, and I'm not really sure what it was. We're just going to say it's wildlife. Not everything's Bigfoot, but it did sound like some knocks, and I don't know. It sounded like a little kid out there saying help. I think it was like some type of small critter. I'm not really sure. But it did sound like, help, help. It was weird, but I'm not sure. Even the dog looked over. Here he comes. He heard me say that. Yeah, great job. Knock over the camera, why don't you? It's about to be dark time here in about 2 hours, so we don't got much time left today. Man, he's going crazy. He's excited. He's hungry. Is that right? Yeah, as soon as I got done cooking my food, I had the Ozarks trail pan, and the handle just flipped on me. All my food fell all over me, and yeah, that was kind of crappy, but oh well. Yeah, we got some food, didn't you? Yeah, you got some food. So now he's all hyper, but he's still hungry. I mean, he's always hungry. The plan tonight is to not let my camera fall. But yeah, the plan tonight is just to relax. And it took everything I had to set up this tent and get out here. And I spent all day yesterday packing, and yeah, it just took a long time. So I'm just going to relax around camp. And tomorrow I'll go out exploring, because it's just too much to do. I mean, most of the time whenever you see people camping, making like a camping video, they're at camp. And I'm trying to juggle too much as far as setting up camp and then looking for Bigfoot. I mean, you can only do so much in one day, but yeah, I do feel like there's something around here. And like I said, I should have a pretty good vantage point where I'm sitting at, because I'm just on top of a ridge and I can see all the way around me. It's winter time, so you can see pretty far out in the woods, but that doesn't mean that we'll have any action. Hopefully the stove stays burning throughout the night, and I'll just keep checking on it and throwing some wood in there. But yeah, if it does go out in the middle of the night, it's gonna be rough, that's for sure, but we should be all right. I got the sleeping bag, and I don't know, I'm not really worried about it. But yeah, I'll show you guys my camp, kind of what I have set up, and maybe it'll give you guys some ideas if you like to go out there camping and filming wildlife. Alright, so we have the cot. My brother got me that for Christmas. It seems to be working out pretty good. It'll be my first time using it. Over here we got some more sleeping bags and camping equipment. We got the ghillie suit right there, so we might use that tomorrow. There's the fancy backpack, the camera bag, the parabolic dish, and the audio equipment in case we need more audio, but I doubt we will. There's all the pans, toiletry stuff, the hammock, and all the stuff that I use during the summers right there, just in case I need it. Who knows? You never know. Over here we have the Snug Pack sleeping bag. You guys have seen that. The JBL speaker. Of course, the stove. It's really hot in here, by the way. It is toasty. I'm glad I finally got this stove going, because it took forever. But yeah, over here we have the table, and on the table we have another camcorder, Yowie's shot collar remote. We have the thermal device, as always. Must have a thermal if you're looking for Bigfoot. The GoPro 11. The Olympus 720 DM audio recorder, which we need to set that up pretty soon, because it's going to turn on around 5:20 and it's going to run till about 4:30 in the morning. That's new right there. I got that for Christmas, and I want to thank my family for getting that for me. And it's pretty cool because you can charge up your equipment, and yeah. What I don't like about it is it only has one USB. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me adjust the focus. It only has one USB. The rest is the Type-C USB Type-C, and there's only one USB plug-in. But I do like how it has some outlets. We have the Fox Pro Shockwave game call, the DJI Mini 2. A lot of people ask me what drone I use, and yeah, that's what I use, is the DJI Mini 2. It's a pretty old drone, but as long as you know how to mess with camera settings, you can make anything look good, even if it's a cell phone. The headlamp, I like the headlamp because you can just plug it up and recharge it. It's got a red light, and it's got different bright settings. Right here we have the Asus laptop. I've had that for a few years now. I got that a while back before I started the channel. There's a helmet, the Squatch helmet, and it's got an Olympus recorder on it. It's got the Walker earmuffs, and it's got an attachment right there for the thermal or night vision. But yeah, we got everything set up right there for an investigation, and it should be pretty good, guys. But yeah, it's toasty in here. It's so hot. I'm not putting any more wood in there for a little while. But yeah, check out these mesh windows. You can see out there pretty good ways. Gosh, it's so hot in here. It feels like it's 100 degrees. I'm gonna have to move some stuff. I don't want that to melt. Put Yowie's dog bowl over here. Yowie. He's hungry. We've been at it all day. We're going out to set up the audio recorder, and I think I'm gonna go further back. Even though I came down a long ways down this Forest Service road, we're gonna go further back because I feel like that's where they'll come from, but there's no guarantee. I mean, these things can come from any direction, and yeah, I just want to be prepared. I want to make sure I get it far away from camp, but still fairly close, because if something happens around camp, I want to be able to record that, but if something happens deep in the woods, I don't want the sound of the stove to be picked up on the audio, like us moving around or me talking. So yeah, we'll keep an eye out for any tree structures, and I've seen a lot of deadfall around here, and I think that's all it is. It's gonna have to be pretty precise for it to be a tree structure, like things that I've found in the past, and it's just got to be symmetrical. There's got to be some type of geometric pattern behind it, and there has to be multiple ones around. A lot of people send me deadfall, and I think that's all it is. I can't say for sure that Bigfoot did it, and of course I don't want to tell people that I don't think it's tree structures. It kind of breaks their hearts, and I don't like doing that to people. So I'm just like, oh yeah, that's cool. But if I say, oh yeah, that's cool, it doesn't mean that I don't think it's anything. I just don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't see them do it. And if you do find something that's pretty good, I'll let you know for sure. I'll give you my thoughts about it all. Like I'll say, I've found similar things in the past as well, and I think that's a tree structure. Very nice teepee, things like that. But I mean, if you just send me a stick that's broken, I'm gonna say cool. I'm not gonna say that's not Bigfoot, because I don't know. I wasn't there. Maybe they did do it. You're the one having the activity, and yeah, I just don't want to be rude. All right, so I think I'm gonna set up the audio recorder in one of these small pine trees. And hopefully it's not too windy tonight. We'll see what happens, guys. Alright, the audio recorder is set up. Hopefully something happens, and if nothing does happen, it's going to be a pretty good camping trip. And I don't expect things to happen. You can't just go out in the woods and be like, oh yeah, we're going to find Bigfoot. Not every walk through the park will you run into a Sasquatch, okay? Most people have never ran into these things in their life, and they're out there in the woods all the time. It sounds like there's a helicopter flying around. Hopefully they're not doing any any shooting today. I don't think I'm in an area where they shoot, but you never know. I'll try to film it. All right, there's the audio recorder set up as usual. If something happens, hopefully we pick it up. Things get real crazy, I'll plug up the real good audio recorder. I just don't want to set it up for nothing, but it's there if I need it. Yeah, we totally took a dump right next to the audio recorder, so maybe that will deter some creatures, or maybe it will bring them in. I'm not really sure. He's a funny little guy though. He's having the time of his life. He loves the snow. He's just been playing in it nonstop. And yeah, I'm gonna let these things come into me if they're around, and I'm just gonna chill out at camp for the day and just relax. Like I said, I'm really tired, and I don't know, it seems like every trip I'm walking miles looking for these things, and I've had more success with these creatures coming up to me at camp than me going out there and looking for them. And I think that's pretty typical. Like, you'll be sitting in your deer stand and you'll be followed out, or you'll hear wood knocks, or you'll be camping and they'll come in around camp and do wood knocks and go through your stuff. So it seems to be the key. Let them come to you, because if you try looking for them, you're not going to find them. They know what they're doing. They're very intelligent, and they want to have the upper hand, not you. But yeah, I feel like sitting around camp with a thermal device will be key. I'm tired, guys. I'm worn out. It's so hot in that tent too. So I think I'll be pretty warm tonight. It's supposed to get down to like 20 degrees at night, and lately it's been like 0 degrees. So it'll be nice. I've just been waiting to get out, and this weekend happened to be the best weekend to do what I wanted to do, because I didn't want to go out whenever it was 0 degrees outside. That wouldn't have been fun. There's just not much you can do. I mean, you can walk around for a little bit, but you'll have to spend most of the time inside the tent. Yeah, I'll give you guys a little 360 around camp so you can see what I'm looking at. That way, whenever it's nighttime, you'll know kind of what everything looks like around me. It's definitely forest in every single direction for miles and miles. Yep, I'll be sitting right there and just observing around me. I have the truck pointed that way in case I have to just load up and take off. Ooh, I heard something down that way. I don't know what that was. You can see a long ways, but it's still pretty thick, so you can imagine what it looks like in the summertime. It's super thick in here, guys. It's going to be dark at nighttime. I mean, obviously, but I'm saying, like, it's going to be spooky. It's one thing being out here during the day and you're like, oh yeah, that's awesome, but once it's dark, it's like, oh boy, what am I doing out here?
During my time here, I get this dark, ominous feeling that I'm constantly being watched. I believe the Sasquatch can get really close to people and never be seen or heard. If there's a supernatural side of this, would they even leave tracks in the snow? I am always double-minded whenever it comes to Sasquatch, going back and forth between the physical and supernatural. I want to believe that it's an unknown primate, but then I think of skinwalkers, wendigos, and shapeshifters. I also reflect on the stories of the giants in Genesis, as they had supernatural abilities but were supernatural creatures that were bred with angels and human women.
Alright, we're going to take the drone out for a spin, and We got clear skies. It's a little windy off and on, but should be pretty good to throw the drone up. And yeah, I hope that I can save up for a new drone. I know there's a lot of things that I want to buy, but this drone's getting old, and I really want a drone with thermal and night vision and just better settings, but I can't complain. I make do with what I got.
Home point updated.
Being a drone operator comes with a lot of responsibilities, and as an unmanned pilot, I am always watching my drone, looking out for any obstacles, bad weather, or anything that could cause the flight to go wrong. During the flight, I search for waterways or any wildlife in the area, but the place seems very desolate and I see nothing. Where do these creatures hide, and where are they at right now is the question on my mind. Do they go underground, or are they possibly hiding in the pine trees? Another question on my mind is, why do these things not leave tracks? There have been people who have found tracks in the snow, but I've also heard of people finding tracks in the snow that just disappear. It really makes me wonder about these creatures and what their origins truly are. If these creatures approach my camp tonight, fight or flight is going to set in, and my goal is to fight. Fight the urge to leave and stay to document the activity.
Alright, so flying the drone, I can see it up in the air right now. It's coming towards me, but I just heard a wood knock down there in that valley. I'm going to ignore it, and maybe it was a woodpecker, but man, that was loud. That was a solid wood knock. The drone's pretty much right above us. We'll have to review the footage later on because the screen on here is too small, and yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna let the camera roll in case that wood knock happens again, but yeah. I know there's a woodpecker over here quartering to my left, but what I heard down there, that was a solid wood knock. Wow. I'm gonna try to pay it no attention, and who knows? Maybe it was a really big woodpecker. But yeah, it should be dark shortly, and I feel like we'll have some action tonight. At least something will happen. Something strange.
3, 2, 1.
A lot of times you'll be recording too, and you'll notice things that you didn't see with your eye because you're focusing on the camera, and you're just focusing on walking around and following the path. But a lot of times when you're holding that camera up, you might catch something that you didn't see before. I've done that before with like tree structures, things like that, and I don't know. Alright guys, we're going to try the parabolic dish. Hopefully there's still battery. Yeah, I thought you were asleep. I was hoping he'd stay in bed, but anywhere I go he goes, and I mean that's a good thing. I want to keep him around. Hopefully this thing still has battery. Knowing my luck, it doesn't. No, it does. Mic check, 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 check. I got the little Zoom audio recorder on the back of it, so I'll record a little bit. It's wild how quiet it is out here.
I heard some crows earlier, but that's about it. There's no birds, no squirrels, no deer, no turkey, nothing. Now, I did hear some woodpeckers, so there are crows and woodpeckers, but right now everything went quiet. There's something walking around. I'm not sure if that's Yowie. Probably is. It's going to be a cold one tonight. Hopefully that gets the critters moving at nighttime so they can warm up their core temperature. That's my thinking anyways. And plus it's wintertime. Like, animals should be moving to seek out food sources because right now there's not very much food. What are you doing, Yowie? You want to go squatching with me? What the heck was that? We'll know for sure if it's Sasquatch because he will act up. Like I said the other night, something came in whenever I was taking him out to go potty, and he freaked out. But he is young, so maybe deer and stuff are kind of tripping him out. Which we did see a deer the other day, and he acted like it was no big deal. So whatever that was moving in the forest really freaked him out. But yeah, we're having a good time out here in the Ozarks. It's beautiful. I'm not used to camping in the wintertime. I have before, but not by myself out in the middle of nowhere. I contacted some other researchers to see if they wanted to join me, and it'd just be cool to have some company and more people with more gear. That way if something comes up, we can all document it. I think it'd be more credible if there was more people and different viewpoints, like different angles. Now I feel like I'm seeing something down there, about 100 or 150 yards away. I'm not sure what it is though. We'll have to check on the thermal. Looks like there's a hot spot out there. Could be a tree. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm thinking it's a tree. I heard something really weird back that way. It was like a screech. I know people are going to ask in the comments, what parabolic dish am I using? It's the Robert Kreider. I'm not sure. The sticker peeled off, so I can't advertise it. But yeah, look up the Robert Kreider parabolic dish, and he custom builds them. I'm pretty sure there's a new one out. I think this one's like the number 2. Pretty sure he's got a number 3. Who knows? He might be on a number 4 or number 5 by now. But yeah, I appreciate everyone for watching the channel. That really means a lot to me.
If you guys can, comment down below and let me know what you think about this video, because the views are just not lining up. So everyone that watches this video, comment. Be sure to comment, because if there's like 10,000 comments and only like 3,000 or 5,000 views, I know something's off, right? I'm thinking we should do some wood knocks, maybe a call, and then sit down and listen with the parabolic dish. I don't know, I'm getting antsy, guys. I like wood knocking. It's almost like going turkey hunting and you just call nonstop, when you should only be calling a little bit here and there. But some people really want to see a turkey, or if they're out there deer hunting, they're just rattling the horns nonstop, which isn't realistic, but it's fun. And it's the same way whenever I'm out here. It's like, let's do a wood knock. Let's do another one. And another one. See what Yowie's doing in the tent. He's really tired. He was sleeping earlier, but whenever I get up, he follows me. He doesn't want to be alone. He loves being next to me. Me and that dog are like this. But yeah, I named him Yowie because he's an Australian Shepherd, and that's the name for Bigfoot in Australia, is the Yowie. How convenient, right?
As the sun goes down, the feeling of loneliness begins to set in. The temperatures drop, and I get a feeling that something is possibly around. I heard a wood knock and some vocalizations off in the distance. As darkness falls, the owls and coyotes begin to communicate. It seems like the owls and coyotes respond to my wood knocks and my Bigfoot calls. I have heard people say that the coyotes and the owls move with the Sasquatch, and the Bigfoot mimic these creatures. My goal with this research and the channel is to possibly bring in some evidence for the people. I am tired of being ridiculed, and I have nothing to prove, but it sure would be nice to show people that these creatures truly exist. We all have our own issues, but I don't like being called crazy because I believe in Bigfoot, especially since I encountered these creatures. I know without a doubt they exist, and I would really like to show people that what I am telling them is in fact true.
Alright, we'll do a wood knock. It's super quiet out here. They burnt off this area so you can see like black around the trees, and it almost looks like something's hiding behind the trees. It's kind of spooky, honestly. All right, one more. Just because I like doing wood knocks.
Yeah, he's having the time of his life out here. Aren't you? Aren't you, buddy? Huh? You're such a good boy. Alright. One more solid knock. I know I said one more a time before that, but we'll do one more wood knock. And plus I need wood for the stove. We'll do calls later on. We'll start off with the wood knocks. We won't do too much all at once. We'll see what happens. That tree over there, I don't know if that was pushed over by people, if it fell over, or if it dropped with the burn, but it is tipped over nonetheless. Let me show you guys. Hey, stop chewing on the tripod. Yeah, that tree looks a little suspicious to me. Could just be natural. Not everything's Bigfoot. But if it is a directional marker, it's pointing towards the southeast, I think it is. And yeah, maybe we'll look in that direction to see what we can find. I'm not sure what that was, but I think it was owls. I think it was an owl. I'm not really sure, but something responded to my call. It's definitely quiet out here. You could hear a pin drop, and I'm out here all alone. So if something goes wrong, I'm gonna jump in the truck, I'm gonna head out, and I'll come back and get my stuff. But I doubt it. I mean, if these things come in, fight or flight's gonna kick in, and I'm gonna take a few deep breaths, try to gather my thoughts and document the activity. But I mean, unless they're doing something that's just out of this world, then I'll leave. But as far as them coming in, wood knocking, calling, walking around camp, should be all right. But I mean, if they're throwing like boulders and doing like demonic growls, I'll probably leave. I mean, I don't know. You don't really know until you're in the moment. But I'm hoping something does happen. I say that every single time, and that's why I'm out here. But it is freaky being out here all by yourself in the Mark Twain National Forest with no one else around. I haven't heard any vehicles drive by, and if they did, I don't think I'd be able to hear them. The road's miles away, and there's no houses on this road. It's a freaky area for sure. But I got Yowie here. Hey Yowie, if Bigfoot comes in, are you gonna save me? Why are you eating that corn on the cob? Come here, give it to me. Leave it. Leave it. It's like no matter where I throw this thing, he'll find it. Where'd it go? Alright, we got action, guys. Without a doubt, that was a wood knock. That way. It was a solid knock, and it sounded like a submarine ping. Wow. And that's the direction that I heard the owls whenever I did my call. Okay, things might get interesting. Yowie's being a nuisance. He's making all kinds of noise, but what can I do? Yowie, stop. Knock it off. Alright, I heard something over there in that direction. That's where that wood knock came from. And I heard the owl calls over there. Okay, so things might get real tonight, guys. I don't know. Yowie's not acting up. Maybe he doesn't know what's going on. Yeah. He's just playing in the snow. He loves the snow, guys. Unfortunately, the batteries don't last very long in the cold weather, so I'm going to have to keep charging them over and over to keep things rolling. But yeah, I'm going to do one more wood knock because it does seem like something responded, and maybe I shouldn't do it, but like I said, I like to do knocks. Yeah, he's kind of looking around. So I'm just going to be paying attention to him to kind of study his behavior. If he starts acting different, I'll know that something's off. He's able to pick up on sounds way before I do. So he's kind of my little alarm bell out here. Keep seeing like a flash of light up there, but I can't tell because everything's snow white. I'm not sure what that is, but that is the direction where I heard that knock. All right, one more. Yeah, there was a guttural growl back there where I heard the owls originally. Yowie stopped and he looked in that direction, so he heard it too. All right, so it does seem like stuff is replying to the wood knocks. Maybe I'm, oh yeah, he's looking. Come on, don't go too far. Stay with me, buddy. Oh yeah, he's running back. Hope it doesn't get too windy tonight, and hopefully we capture some audio. I'm not sure what time it is, but that audio recorder should turn on around 5:20 p.m. Like I said, it's going to turn off around 4:30 a.m. So I have the laptop in there. We'll be able to review the audio in the morning time. That way, whenever I get home, I don't have so much to do. It can get overwhelming having multiple audio recorders. So today, I'm just running one. One is plenty. I have my camera. And if it turns out to be an active area, then we can come back and deploy like 4 different audio recorders in different directions. And maybe we can capture something. But yeah, I appreciate everyone for watching the videos. That really does mean a lot to me. Keeps things going. And Yowie, stop knocking over the wood. He wants to carry wood, guys. Bring a log. Come on, we need more wood. Yeah, we're watching you. We know what you're up to. Don't you know Bigfoot's out there? Roaming the Ozarks. The Yeti. Yeah, if you were a white Sasquatch, you would totally blend in. No one would be able to see you. Isn't that right, Yowie? What are you doing? Wow, it is so hot in here. I'm not putting any more wood in there. I closed up all the windows because it started getting cold again. Oh my gosh, it's so hot in here. I can't believe it. I'm gonna have to get one of these winter tents because they're amazing. So yeah, I got a lot to save up for. New drone, new camper, new truck, stove tent.
night vision device, all kinds of stuff, guys. But I'm checking things off the list. Wow, it's so hot in here. I can't believe it. I'm thinking there is something out there. It's kind of spooking me. I'm trying not to think about it, but I did hear some creepy owl calls. I heard this guttural growl. Sounded like something wood knocked, and Yowie was acting up. So yeah, it's looking pretty good, guys. Whew. All right, we're gonna have to open up the window. It's too hot in here. Alright, so something was vocalizing whenever I was changing the microphone, and whenever I changed the batteries. I had to recharge them, but I'm not sure what it was. I'm going to say it was coyotes, and yeah, again, not everything's Bigfoot, but it did sound unusual, that's for sure. This microphone that I got on the camera doesn't sound very good. Whenever I walk around it, it makes a noise. I don't like that. I've tried to fix it. I've contacted Rode, told them about it, and they just acted like they didn't know what I was talking about. They sent me a new piece. I replaced it, and it still does the same thing. So I had to order some new audio gear. That cost me about $1,000 on the credit card. So I'm going to try to pay it off in payments, but at least I'll have better gear, because the DJI wireless mics, the batteries won't hold up. This Rode microphone makes a bunch of noise whenever you walk. It seems like it has to be sitting in place on a tripod. But yeah, I don't know what else to do, guys. Things are falling apart, but if there's a will, there's a way, right? You got to keep pushing forward. That's all we can do. I think I was able to adjust the microphone. Doesn't sound like it's wobbling whenever I walk. Good deal. There's something moving over there. Yeah, we made this weird sound like, and I heard something big moving over there. Sounded big. He's fixed on something over there. I hear that. You hear that? What is it? Something's moving over there. Something's walking. What is that? It sounded like something was walking right there.
Did you hear that? Yeah, right there. He left us. You can tell he's getting worried. I heard it right there. It sounded like something was walking. I'm gonna go see if there's any tracks. Would an invisible Sasquatch leave tracks? That's what I'm talking about. Something was walking no less than 20 yards away. You can't see it. Is it going to leave tracks? Alright. That's broken. There's another broken tree right up there. But again, this is like a burned area. It's hard to say. I wonder if that was like a squirrel or something. It sounded bigger than a squirrel. It was walking around. Alright, we're about to go into night vision mode, and yeah, once the sun goes down we lose all camera light, and I don't use camera lights on my cameras because I don't want to be walking around like a torch, so whenever it's nighttime everything's pitch black, and that's how I like it. You guys can see, but I'm walking around in darkness. Yeah, that tree break is weird. I don't know what to think about that. I do think it's strange that whenever I change my battery, something happens. Whenever I turn off the camera, something happens. When I go inside the tent, something happens. I mean, could be a coincidence, but it also shows how intelligent these things are. Or, I mean, it could just be random. I mean, a lot of times that's how life works. When you're not ready, things happen. Oh, wow. Wow, look at that. Look at that. What do we got here? That's an owl. He's watching us. Alright, that was really cool. An owl landed up in that tree and he was calling whenever I was inside the tent, switching out the microphone. Very cool. And another owl was replying back to him over there. Alright, the owls are firing off, guys, in every direction. How cool is that? I got the cooler outside the tent as well, so maybe Bigfoot will show up and go through my cooler. Damn, that does not sound like an owl. I guess it is though. Owls have so many different vocalizations. The microphone has to be picking that up. They sound like chimpanzees out there. They do. They sound primate whenever they go nuts. Spooky area for sure. Yeah, he's worried. You can definitely tell his demeanor changed. What's wrong, buddy? You want to go in the tent?
So the actions you take right now are going to dictate your future.
Alright, everyone keeps talking about this Kumbo video from A Flash of Beauty, and a lot of people like Kumbo's work. He was talking about the shofar that the Israelites would use, and it was a horn that was used to bring down the walls of Jericho, and supposedly it has a different frequency that can change your mood. It can make your vision blurry. It can like disrupt your organs, and supposedly it can like collapse material objects. So I'm thinking maybe we can try that out. Let's try it. Alright, that was the shofar. We'll see if that possibly triggers the Sasquatch. Maybe it'll make them angry. And just kind of scary to think that that could possibly bring them in. I don't know, if it doesn't work, maybe you have to have the real thing, the actual horn, and supposedly there's different types. I don't really know much about that. And yeah, I'd like to have one, but they cost a lot of money. My friend, the Ozarks man, he's used it on some of our research trips, but supposedly there's a certain way to use it, and there's a certain type that you need. And I don't really know, but I know these things are attracted to the sounds of like people talking, the sounds of music, people camping, cooking food, and who knows? Maybe it does bring them in. But I feel like if it brought them in for sure, without a doubt, like you would have video footage of them or some type of audio. I don't know. That's how I feel, but a lot of times you aren't ready. These things throw you off guard and they show up when you least expect it. I'm worn out, guys. My back is hurting pretty bad from lifting so much stuff. That stove was heavy, but just being bent over, going in and out of the tent. I feel like an old man, but it's only the first night. I'm sure after a good night of rest, I'll feel better, and hopefully something wild happens tonight. Isn't that right, Yowie? He's tired. He's so worn out. Ain't that right, buddy? Huh? He goes, He's a good boy. Aren't you a good boy? Did you have fun today? Huh? You got treats. You got your taste of the wild dog food. You had fresh water. You ate the food that I spilt all over myself right after I got done cooking it, huh? Yeah, you had a good day. It was a good day, buddy. Alright. You rest. You get some rest, okay, Yowie? You rest. Yep, I feel like an 80-year-old man. Oh. Alright, we are looking around, seeing if we can pick up any heat signatures. It's pretty quiet. Record a little bit so you guys can kind of see what I'm looking at. That was crazy. Some coyotes and some owls were going off. Far off in the distance. No heat signatures, but it sounds like something's walking in the snow. I can hear like... there are some Ozark trail hikers, they're going to be freaked out, man. I would be if I heard that. Alright, I'm not seeing anything on the thermal device, but I was hearing some unusual sounds. Now everything's dead silent. I really don't like leaving Yowie in the hot tent with that stove running. Especially whenever I'm making vocalizations outside. It might freak him out. Should have left the door cracked, that way he could come out if he wants. I just didn't want him walking around and the mic picking it up. But yeah, I think Adam's gonna show up for a little while. Let's see. Alright, definitely don't leave Yowie by himself. Get down. Down. Yeah, and you knocked over my cameras. Alright, I'm running out of energy, guys. Like I said, my back feels wrecked. For some reason. I got this trail mix at Walmart for like $5, but it's got cranberries, mangoes, almonds, walnuts, and pumpkin seeds. It's actually pretty good. The mangoes are awesome. Trying to get some energy in there. For some reason, like whenever I pack up the day before, it really wears me out, and then I head out, set everything up, and by the time I get everything set up, before I even get started, I'm just wore out. Like, I am so tired. No, Yowie. Mm-mm. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Nope, sit. Alright, you already sat, so there's that. That's good, huh? Yeah, that's good, huh? You like that? Good boy, that's a good boy. Get your butt out of my face. Look at that little tail wag, huh? Yeah, you just shut it. How are you gonna get food now? Huh? We should go looking for Bigfoot. You wanna go looking for Bigfoot? I need you, because you can warn me. Early detection dog. Sit. Sit. Good boy. There you go. Nope, over here in this hand. Good boy. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Here. You like the treats? Huh? He's such a good dog. Yowie! Alright, that's it. That's it. That's it. No. No. You don't bite. I'm trying to train him not to bite. He's been nipping a lot, like crazy. I mean, I'll just be walking and he'll jump up and nip at me, and I'm trying to break him of that while he's still young, but he is a cattle dog, and that's kind of what they're bred to do. So, I don't know. I've been putting on a leash on him while he's in the house, and I'll just kind of yank on the leash a little bit. I don't like doing that because I feel like that's bad on his neck, but that's what all the videos show. That's what all the trainers tell me to do. And it doesn't seem to be working. He just likes to nip. I mean, he ripped my brand new shirt the other day. Out of nowhere, he just jumped up and bit my shirt. Put a big hole in it, didn't you? Yeah, but I don't want him to bite because in case he bites little kids. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? There's nothing left. That's it, buddy. You ate it all. You ate the whole bag. Alright, get off me, young. Oh, you can really see the stars out here tonight. Okay. He's on to something. What is it, buddy? Let's go have a look. What was that? And that was the direction that Yowie was looking at. What the heck? Alright, I'm hearing all kinds of strange noises. Heard a stick break over there. Yowie was alerting me of something over there. I heard, I don't know what it was. Darn near sounded like a cow, but I know there's no cows around here. There's no cows. Looked on the map, solid national forest around here. And then I heard a boom. I don't know what it was though. What's wrong, buddy? Yep, see, he's looking that way. What is it? Yeah, he's worried. Which makes me a little worried as well. Come here, Yowie. He doesn't want to be out here. I'll show you guys what Yowie's doing right now. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek action of the scared pooch. So yeah, Yowie's pretty freaked out. What's wrong, buddy? Is there something out here? He's definitely scared. You can tell. What's wrong, buddy? What is it? You always walk around outside with me. Even at nighttime, you'll be running around. Yeah, something over there, huh? What is it? What's over there? Are you scared? I'm a little scared. We will record around the camp. See if we can pick up anything. As usual. The normal routine. You know, if Bigfoot comes into camp, that'll be pretty freaky, but one thing that does freak me out about the Mark Twain National Forest is the thought of Dogman. Something I try not to think about, but of course you have to keep it in the back of your mind in case you run into the thing.
The stories from LBL really terrify me. Like, what if Dogman comes into camp and just tears me apart? Even if I had a firearm, I don't know if I'd stand a chance against something like that, especially if they move in packs and they coordinate their attacks. Yeah, Yowie's freaking out. He normally doesn't freak out. He's a happy dog. He'll run around playing, even at nighttime. He does it at my place. Only when something's moving around in the forest will he stop and start whining or growling. And yeah, he's kind of freaking out. What's wrong? Yeah, he's worried. Something's around us for sure. I trust his judgment, and he's never wrong. He may be a puppy, but he's super smart. He's really smart. What's wrong, buddy? Don't take off. He seems to be looking in the same direction every time, so I have to keep that in mind. That's the thing. These things will move around so silently that we can't hear them, but animals are able to pick up on that. Okay. He's looking that way, so better get ready. We'll try some more wood knocks. What was that? There was like a light on my vehicle. I thought someone was coming down the road. Maybe it was a shooting star. Wow, why is the woods lit up back there? Something ain't right. The woods is lit up back there. Oh man, I'm freaking out right now. So I'm getting ready to do a wood knock, and I see this light on my vehicle, like on the glass. I don't know if it was a shooting star from the sky. And back there down the trail, it's lit up. Like there's a light. And I'm getting this really bad vibe right now. Really bad vibe. Yeah, he's freaking out too. What is it, buddy? I'm not sure why the woods is lit up back there, but I don't want to find out.
Oh, he went inside the tent. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's a wood knock. Solid wood knock. Over there. Oh my god. One wood knocked over there. Oh, I just kind of froze. Telling you, that was a loud wood knock. Sounded just like what I did with the wood. Wood on wood. They wood knocked. Oh my gosh. Solid wood knock, without a doubt. Very high pitched. Wood on wood. Wow. Alright, there's something going on. Something is here right now. I didn't see anything on thermal though. What the heck? Over there. That's where it would knock from. Of course you can't see into the woods. It's nighttime. Yeah, Yowie straight up left me. He picked up on something. He was whining. He went around the tent, through the door, and laid down, and then I heard. But it was more high-pitched than that, like, just like that. Just like that, over there. I am definitely on edge right now. Yowie. I guess that is a cow. Yeah. There must be a farm somewhere nearby. Didn't look like it on a map, but I guess so. Alright, I gotta check on Yowie. That was weird. What the heck was that flash? Why is it flashing? Owls are going off. The owls are going crazy out there. These things. It's wild how everything happens as soon as I go inside the tent. It's like they know I'm out there. When I go outside, everything's just dead silent. Oh, I thought I heard voices. This thing's squeaking. But anyways, I go out there, everything's dead silent. And every now and then you can hear something move in the woods. But I don't know what it is. I shine the thermal in the direction where I hear things at, and there's just nothing on thermal. My guess is tomorrow morning when I go out there and look for tracks, probably won't find anything. But yeah, that was crazy because Yowie was whining. He was looking that way, and then he was looking that way. There was like 3 different directions he was looking at, and he was whining. Well, right at the end, he really started whining. He went and sat by the tent, and then he started whining again, and then ran inside the door, came in here and laid down, and then I heard that solid wood knock. Pow! Wood on wood, clear as day, without a doubt. It was a wood knock. There's nothing else that could have been. And yeah, that was crazy. But I did a wood knock right before that, and it imitated my exact wood knock. I mean, it was like a high-pitched wood on wood sound, and it came from the direction that I drove in on, and up that way. So towards the east, towards the Mark Twain National Forest campground. Yeah, this area is called the Berryman Trail, or the Berryman area. I was reading on Sasquatch Chronicles, there's a Berryman Trail report, and a guy talks about hearing some wild things out here. And yeah, I know they're around. I mean, I've had Sasquatch activity in areas where you would never believe these things would exist. I mean, you often hear about the Pacific Northwest, Nordegg, Alaska, but I mean, Missouri is an excellent place. I mean, we get reports from Washington State all the way into the Carolinas, and Missouri is right in the heart of the action. And yeah, I love Missouri. I mean, there's just something about it. I love the wildlife and the forest. I mean, it does suck that there's not that many people around here compared to the east and west coast, so there's not like very many opportunities unless you live in the city. But I'm very grateful for the great outdoors. I mean, I love the rivers around here, the spring-fed creeks, the vast wilderness, the white-tailed deer. The white-tailed deer get huge out here. I mean, there's definitely some Boone and Crockett deer around here, and that's what I like about states like Missouri, Kentucky, Illinois, Kansas, Oklahoma. There's not opportunities, but at the same time, you have your peace. And I would much rather trade a life of happiness as far as money and all these other things. I wouldn't trade that for peace. I mean, that's where I'm getting at. And I don't know. Nobody's definitely going to screw up my hunting or my fishing. I don't want to live in the city where I got some rude boss breathing down my neck. I mean, I'll just do my own thing. I'll work at Dollar General if it comes down to that. I'll work at the gas station. I don't know. I know a lot of people are going to say that I'm an idiot, and that's life. That's true. But like I said, I'm not trading my peace for nothing. Wow, that's the second light that's went off. Okay, so my O light turned off, and I was like, okay, the battery's dead. Well, now my night core light turned off on its own. I don't know what's draining the batteries. It's warm in here. It's like 85, 90 degrees in here, so it can't be the cold. What the heck? Okay. Alright guys, I'll tune back in with you here in a little while, and yeah, there should be some action. I think Adam's gonna show up tonight. I told him to come on out, and I don't know. I'll make some room in the hot tent for him to sleep. I know he's gonna want to set up his tent, and he's probably got a propane heater, but I'd hate for him to freeze to death. I don't know. That's up to him. But the option's open for the tent. All right, guys, tuning out. All right, something was out there. Yowie was growling. He looked that way and ran back into the tent. Adam's here with Shelby. There's no doubt in my mind that there's something around. See what I mean, though? His reaction? There's something over there. He doesn't do that for nothing, man. Oh, I wish I could have filmed that.
I got it.
Did you film that?
I didn't get to see the camera. When you start doing the wood knocks, I just flip my camera on.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah. As soon as, like, I did those wood knocks, something came in. I'm telling you guys, there's something here.
It's close.
Yeah. Get the thermal out. I'm telling you, you won't see nothing on thermal. Something keeps showing up, but not on thermal. That's the thing, something's around. But like, I guarantee when we go looking for tracks, use the thermal, nothing's there. But his reaction, wherever he is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He is definitely letting us know. I wonder what that was.
I don't know, but he didn't like it.
No, he freaked out. He's like, "Arr," and then ran into the tent, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He ran into the tent. Those DJI mics are done. They're toast. I mean, they'll last like 20 minutes.
You use mine for the weekend?
No, I got the Rode mic. I think I got it a little fine-tuned or working fairly good. I don't know. Oh, you hear that down there? I heard something over there.
Here?
Yeah. Did you hear it over there? Did you hear anything?
Yeah, I heard like a...
Just like a shh. What the hell? I'm telling you guys, we're not alone. Welcome to Valley of the Muppets.
And I forgot my gun holster, so it's in my big pocket.
Okay. I got mine in the tent. If something happens, I'm going to run in there and grab it. It's cold, isn't it?
Oh, shoot. What is that? Look how fast that thing's going.
Where?
See it?
No.
That fast?
Oh, yeah. It's moving, isn't it? Good eye. Like I said earlier, I don't know if I saw an orb or a shooting star, but I saw it reflecting off the window. Yeah, from that.
It's going now.
Mm-hmm. It is booking it. Hey, stop nipping. Come here, Yowie. We need you.
Yeah, stay close.
You're part of the Sasquatch theory research team. Hey, don't be biting people. Smack him on the head if he does that.
I just grabbed his phone.
Yeah, you can pull back on his collar too. Oh, the thermal looks good now. The whole night it's kind of looked a little rough. Have you guys noticed that sometimes like the thermal looks horrible and sometimes it looks really crisp and clear?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a battle with us, ain't it?
Oh
The
yeah.
drone does that, Miguel.
Really?
Like, we'll put
Yeah,
it in
but
there, and it'll be clear as it'll be perfect. And then some nights you can't even see nothing.
really?
It's just great. Just great.
Yeah. Like I know it does that if the humidity's bad, but I don't know, there's like clear nights like tonight and it gets blurry. It doesn't make sense.
I feel like it'd be quicker to get to instead of trying to.
Yeah. There's something about like praying when you're at home alone or like in your room before you go to bed.
Yeah.
But like when you come out here and you like talk to God, it's like, yeah, you feel closer. It's like, huh. I feel like he actually hears me because it's like dead silent.
The only place I pray is in the backyard.
Yeah, that's a good spot by the water.
I feel like it's
Still waters, man.
connection, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If I go inside, I don't know, it just feels different.
Yeah. There's a report on Sasquatch Chronicles website from this area. A hiker is talking about I don't know if he heard vocalizations or something was like following him, but yeah, there's a report from the Berryman area, which I've gotten them before. Like people in the comments say Berryman Trail, and I'll ask them like, what about it, and they never reply. Or people email me, tell me about the Berryman area. But it's like, dude, when you're in Berryman, it's not even the trail. Like Berryman, the town is just like solid forest, like huge woods. And people that live out here, they always complain about people stealing their stuff. Like even if you live out in the middle of nowhere down some county road, people will like drive up to your house and rob you.
Sounds like home.
Really? Yeah. Yeah, they know when you're not there.
We had a guy stealing my burnt house.
Really?
Remember that? We had him witness, we caught him. I mean, how stupid can you be? The guy knew I had it all separated.
Yeah.
Copper, steel, aluminum, you know. He seen an opportunity. He tried. He didn't know what to do. My brother was standing there at the 12 gauge with the drum mag on it.
Yeah. I mean, that's a...
Giddy.
Oh, I saw a light back there in the woods. Like, halfway up the trees. It's gone now.
I thought I seen a flash earlier, but I didn't know if it was my eyeballs.
Yeah. But that's weird. I did those knocks. I did that whoop. And Yowie freaking was looking that way.
Where did he go?
He went inside the tent. Like, when he freaks out, he'll go inside the tent.
Really?
He's like, screw you guys, I'm going in there. He does. He's really smart.
Almost smarter than us.
Yeah, it's the best Sasquatch tool I've gotten.
I was telling my wife about him. And then it popped up on my Facebook. Someone was giving away free puppies, free
Really?
to Australian Shepherd. I was like, oh man, I almost got one.
Yeah.
I had to talk myself out of it.
Dude, they're good dogs. What was that?
What was it?
Did you hear that? Did you hear like rup? That's a weird sound, but did you hear that?
I did hear that.
It was like rup. Maybe he's in there chewing on something. That didn't sound very good.
Adam needs to do his dog name call.
It is very quiet out here. Spooky quiet. What do you guys want to do?
Get scared.
Be the first people to do a catch and cook on a Bigfoot.
Yeah. We got the tree to hang them in. That vertical limb over there.
I need to be 8 feet taller.
I know.
We're gonna need a really big stick.
I know.
You got a winch.
There's something out there though.
Uh-huh.
Yes, there is.
What's the plan? What should we do? What do you think, Shelby?
Stake it out.
Yeah.
See how long it takes till it shows up. Keep cat calling it.
I did bring Predator Call. I bet you got yours here somewhere.
Yeah.
There it is. His is loud.
Oh yeah, I do. I got the Fox Pro game call. I got all kinds of stuff there.
I'm telling you right now, when Miguel says get the stuff, that's what he means.
Yeah.
The chick thing.
Mm-hmm.
The kapooey
Squirt
thing.
gun.
Dude, when he freaked out, when you guys first got here and I did those wood knocks and I did that call, when he freaked out, I was getting worried.
I was too. I was like,
yeah.
hold up.
Yeah.
Like I was just
He's
like,
a natural though.
get
Did you
the
see
stuff.
him?
Get the things.
Mhm.
Like, okay.
I was over there digging through my backpack. Where
I
is it?
did
Where is
have my camera just sitting in the back of the Jeep, just kind of laying there running. So I'll clip that and send that to you where he started growling and took off running and got in the tent.
Yeah.
It was
You got
weird.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on here.
I got a weird feeling too.
Yeah, you were like that way. I think we were talking about the light over there or
Mhm.
something. And then, yeah, he started whining.
Mm-hmm.
And he ran over there and stopped and started growling. And he ran in the tent.
Yeah, he's a good little boy.
Okay.
He took over my sleeping bag. He's been on it all night. Dude, I came in here earlier, he knocked everything off and was sitting on the table. Like, something freaked him out. He's just sitting there. I filmed it too. I mean, he didn't knock everything off, but he knocked off the camera that you got me. He chewed that up, by the way. Kind of pissed off. That part right there, you see that?
Oh,
Yeah.
the rubber for the viewfinder.
Yeah, I left it in my truck one day. And he never chewed anything up, but that he did.
Well, they look the same, but they got different stuff.
Yeah, it's got that back part, which I like more because you can just pop it back and it turns
This
on.
pops out?
Yeah, and it turns
Oh,
on.
wow. Hey.
Mhm. Yeah. But I was like, okay, he chewed that up. I can just switch that off and like pop it off. And then I ripped it even more. I'm like, wait, that's connected. Because this one had one too, and you can just take it off. But no, that rubber piece is connected.
Oh, no.
I know. It's no big deal. It still works good. Honestly, sometimes closer to civilization is where they're at. Or closer to people. The skeptical person would say, let's go deeper in the woods. But yeah.
Like raid the coolers
Mm-hmm.
or dig through the trash.
Yowie. Come on, Yowie. Let's go. All right, Adam, Shelby, and I are going down one of these Forest Service roads. We're going to see if we can experience some activity. Of course, whenever we stop recording, that's when stuff happens. But yeah, we got Yowie as well, and he'll be able to warn us when something happens. Falling in the ditch, can't see where I'm going. He's running around everywhere, happy as can be. Yowie, stop. Stop, Yowie. Oh no.
Hey, I'm gonna get you.
Stop, Yowie. Yowie.
It usually works at night.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, those tracks were not there whenever I came in. Like, there were tracks going that way, like across the road. But yeah, you're right, like something... Yeah, something followed me. What the heck? And I didn't go down this way. What do you think it is? That's kind of weird. I don't know, but it wasn't there whenever I came in. Huh. He's sniffing out those tracks. It is. That's weird, dude. Look at that. Look at that. Dude, do you see that? How in the hell?
It's stuck in the ground.
I know. That's stuck in the ground. You can definitely tell it was broke off from there.
Yeah. Deep hole.
And the tip is just wedging it in the ground. Yeah. It's like in there too.
Yeah, no other trees around that could have done it.
Yeah.
It's a marker.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking. They're calling like owls?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would go. Woo, woo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they did at my house. They were doing like the snow owl calls, like woo, 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 woo.
It'd be a tree.
I turned around and Josh was rolling his sleeping bag up. So what are you doing? He said, just in case.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, we stopped.
and like, get up, get up.
Yowie? You can smack him if you want. He knows better than to bite. Alright, up here is where I heard the wood knock. So I kinda wanna look around for tracks over here. Yowie? What are you doing, bud? Oh shit, I see it. Wait, no I don't. You got mail.
You don't like that.
No, that sounded like dual toned. Did you guys notice that? That was weird. Alright, Yowie. They're coyotes. Those coyotes kind of sound human. They had like a human tone to them. Like, oh! Yeah, dual tone. I thought it was like campers like screwing with us. See some eye shine? What is it?
Trail marker.
I figured.
Did you go down a trail over here today?
No.
Track.
Well, that's where I heard wood knocks. Yeah, it is the Ozark Trail. Is it human though? Really?
The guy that got chased on the
Oh,
bike.
yeah.
I listened to that today when I was driving the semi. And here we are
I know, right?
on a trail with no bike.
I want to go see the Dover lights.
That'd be cool.
That's in Arkansas. I want to. Nah. About 4 or 5 hours. Just kind of some weird tracks. Like, I feel like, I don't know, something definitely strange about those tracks. Yeah. Where'd he go? Okay, there it is.
Yeah, something reflective over there. See it?
Trying to get the camera to pick it up.
Oh yeah, I do see it. Is the trail marker goes up, goes down?
I don't know.
There it is. Not sure. Some type of yellowish green colored eyes. So we can communicate tonight?
There's something walking around here.
Cool, yeah.
We'll be back in the morning. Let us know.
I mean, we're like 10 feet from each other. If you hear something, I'm gonna hear it too. But it'll be good to know in case something comes in. At least we're not like one of those shows where it's like, I think there's a Squatch in these woods.
Every episode.
Yeah. Every episode, yeah. It's like, of course there is. You're in the woods. That's where Sasquatch live. Yeah, when I picked up that water, it was like swooshing back and forth. Dude, I felt that in my back. Alright, it's 1:30 in the morning. We've heard some strange noises, but everything went dead quiet. Yeah, he's ready to go to bed. Poor little guy. Yeah, if we hear something, we'll radio into each other. And I feel bad for the guys because they're sleeping in the Jeep. I told them they can come in the hot tent, but they didn't want to. But yeah, I have a feeling as soon as we go to bed, as soon as we lay down, something will happen. But I have the camera ready, and yeah, it's gonna be cold for those guys. It's 24 degrees outside, and yeah. I'll tune back in with you guys in the morning, and I'll let you know what we heard. If something happens, we'll jump up. We'll try to record it, but it seems like things happen when we're not ready, and unfortunately, that's how it goes. But yeah, I appreciate everyone for watching. If you guys can, like the video, comment down below. Let me know that you watched this. Let me know what you think, and if you guys have any suggestions. All right. Appreciate everyone for watching the videos, for watching the podcast, the people that have supported the channel. Some people have donated, which means a lot, and I've been able to buy batteries and little things here and there that I've needed, so I appreciate the help, guys. It really means a lot. Alright, I'm going to bed.
What's the plan, Adam? Are you throwing up the Evo?
Yeah, it's not windy, so we're gonna throw this thing up and see how it launches, and check out the thermal and see how the thermal looks on this with all the snow on the ground.
Okay.
This will be the first time it's really been in air with this much snow.
Yeah.
Not real sure how the obstacle avoidance, because it's very strict on the obstacle avoidance.
Does it work pretty well?
Yeah, sometimes I have a hard time landing it. I'll probably have to turn it off, bring it in. Let's see.
Yeah. That looks really good. So the thermal works during the day, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So the only bad thing is you got to stop recording on this. You can do it as a double setup,
Dual screen.
kind of like a hybrid.
Yeah.
And there's us. We're right here.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we.
Cool. Good deal.
Yeah, we're lit up pretty good.
Maybe we'll see something, man. There's
But-
trails over there?
Just over here, see those tire tracks turn off and go down in the woods.
Uh-huh.
We go out deeper.
Yeah.
I was really impressed with the Bigfoot activity in the Mark Twain National Forest, and it never disappoints. It's a spooky area with vast forest, and these things call this place home. Although I never saw Bigfoot, the wood knocks that I heard were very loud and distinct. It sounded like wood on wood, and I heard a tree break out there, some vocalizations. It sounded like something was walking in the snow just 20 or 30 yards right in front of me, and I never found any tracks, which really blows my mind. I am really glad that Adam and his brother Shelby were able to come out and experience some of the activity. Yowie's reactions to something out there in the woods really told me that something was possibly watching us. I couldn't shake that feeling, and he doesn't just growl at anything. When something's around, Yowie picks up on it. He's a cattle dog, and that's what he was bred to do. The Berryman campground is very remote and the Ozark Trail runs through it. The Ozark Trail goes for many miles from central Missouri all the way down into Arkansas. I have noticed that the Ozark Trail goes through most of my Bigfoot areas where sightings have been reported from, but there are many areas where the Ozark Trail does not run through with Bigfoot encounters, so it's hard to say if these creatures are using the waterways, the trails, or simply that they are just living out in the woods. I appreciate everyone for watching. Thank you so much, and until the next one.